I have another video from Smile to Jannah. This one, I think if I show you this video, the title, you're gonna, before I even show it, you're gonna be able to predict the entirety of the video, right? So let me test you. I will test you on this. Okay. So the title is
Oh no.
eight. Oh, you already figured it out. See,
Well, no,
atheist
I figured it
insulted
out
is
because I saw the full video
image.
he made about it, not
Oh,
the short.
this is atheist insulted Islam and had this ending. This is disgusting, by the way. This is so shameful for people who act like they are supposed to be more moral than people without their religion that they follow. But let's just watch this disgusting behavior.
A TikToker by the name of Von Vidi has indeed taken his own life. Not only was Von Vidi an atheist, but he was one of the aggressive atheists.
Islam is wrong about the universe. There is no God. Muhammad was a warlord. He did not speak to God. He was a bad man.
But what the atheists don't present as their selling point is nihilism and meaninglessness, which is eventually what atheism leads to. There's no life hereafter, there's no true justice. So what is the point and meaning of life? So when a person reaches the black hole of meaninglessness, a person looks to sedatives, to sedate and numb the experience and the pain that life brings.
I'd rather not be remembered as an addict and an alcoholic who put his family through hell. But unfortunately, that's also part of me.
Oh. Oh.
What? Do you know how angry this makes me? And here's for people who don't understand how disgusting this behavior is. I would never imagine me and Susie going out and looking at a Muslim, for example, that took his own life and use that as an opportunity to say, do you see that Islam? Because I'm pretty sure there are Muslims who took their own life. What if we use those examples to suggest what kind of a disgusting person do we have to be to go and find those? I'm like, don't they tell us that Islam brings you peace and happiness? Then how come these people ended their own life? Would that not be, first of all, that is flawed logic. There are better ways to go at Islam. Finding examples of Muslims that are sad, that's called anecdotal evidence. That's a very obvious logical fallacy. Whether you go find atheists that are depressed that they take their own life, or Muslims that are depressed that take their own life, or Christians or whatever, that does not tell you anything about Christianity, Islam, or atheism, or anything else. Of course, there are going to be examples of all kinds of people that do this. This is something that we share. This is something that should bring us together because we all deal with hardship and with sadness and depression, whether we're atheist, Muslim, Christian. This is something that should bring. This is not an opportunity to point scores at each other. How gross! How vile! What kind of a human being do you have to be? And let me be clear. I don't think most Muslims are this disgusting and this vile to take advantage of somebody taking their own life to attack another ideology. What?
We might want to explore the comment section of that short. Because I
the
did.
comment section. Oh, you did?
Oh yeah. And it's even worse.
Okay, so somebody's saying it's terrifying to think what he'll experience now. They're talking about the fact that he's in hell. He died securing a spot in hell. What a shame. Oh my God. And it's a Quranic verse. And whoever turns away from me in remembrance, indeed he will have a depressed life. That's Quran. I guess he finally find out the truth. Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar. My Lord, send me. Okay, so again, I will still say that the people who tend to comment here that's not like every Muslim. I just don't want to generalize. That's what I don't want to do. I don't want to just, because I'm sure there are many Muslims who would find this disgusting. To take someone's story and use that as a "I told you so" moment. Somebody, especially when somebody's taking their own life. I, that's I think a lot of people, these people who are using this opportunity, would understand how disgusting this is if they saw an atheist do that to Islam using the story of a Muslim who took their own life. And especially this generalization should be quite apparent to most of these people on this channel, given how much they make content about not generalizing the actions of certain Muslims to all Muslims. So I think they understand that hasty generalization is a fallacy. Do they not understand that there are many atheists who are living happy lives? Like, we have examples of Muslims living happy lives and Muslims who are depressed. We have examples of atheists who are depressed and atheists who are not depressed. We have examples of atheists who claim Muhammad was evil or a child molester and a warlord, and they're not suicidal. So what is the point here? I mean, I say that I'm not depressed. You seem upset with this video right now.
I am. That last clip that he included of Von Vitti talking about his addiction and his shame over it, like, punched me in the gut. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know. Because it just made me think about, like, all my friends who struggle with addiction or have struggled with addiction. And I don't know, like, if there's anyone out there that struggles with addiction, I just think that you should try to be really proud of yourself for the progress you've made. You know, like, that shame of what happened in your active addiction is a really big burden to carry. But there's some demons. I don't mean literal demons there. I mean emotional demons, you know, that people go through to come on the other side of that. And I think people should be proud of themselves for lifting themselves out of that situation, because it's so hard. And to see someone throw that back, like, in that man's face after his death, was just, like, really disgusting, because that's, like, a huge source of, like, pain and struggle for that person. And like, addiction is universal, right? It's a universal disease. It doesn't discriminate. Other people with addiction are going to see that and think about how that reflects back on themselves. You know, there's a lot of people that can relate to that experience of surviving addiction and then having so much shame and regret about what your behavior did to other people. Right? I really get upset when people take others' trauma and, like, throw it back in their face in spite. I've seen people in the ex-Muslim community do that to Muslims, and I've pulled my hair out. I didn't. I don't tolerate that. It's disgusting.
And thank you for pointing that out, because unlike some channels like these Davo channels, this is not tribal. If we see a disgusting behavior anywhere, we have to point it out. We don't want to. I'm not trying to point scores against Muslims as a whole by highlighting this video. That's why, unlike Smile to Jannah, I try to keep emphasizing that this does not represent all Muslims. Something that he who's supposed to be more moral than me, because he keeps saying that we atheists are immoral, doesn't do. Like, he doesn't say, oh, this was this one example, this was this person. He tries to attribute that to all atheists, to everybody that doesn't believe in Allah. And you can see, like, I don't know if people understand that we are, without God, are capable of being more decent right now than this man that it claims to have the thing that you need to be moral. This is something that these Islamic channels do often. Again, not all Muslims, but these Dawah channels. I've seen other videos, Muhammad Hijab, Ali Dawah, Smile to Jannah. Every time somebody who is against Islam dies, they go and find it and they celebrate that. they celebrate the way they died as well. I don't understand how these people could look in the mirror and also and make other videos about how disgusting and immoral people without their religion are, and then at the same time go and make so publicly. I don't know if they have a moment that they wonder, is this the right thing to do? When they go and celebrate in front of their audience the death of everybody that was anti-Islamic, or anybody that burned the Quran. I don't understand. Are they gonna have? They have to have. Are we the baddies moment at some point? I think. But to your point, I'm glad that you brought the attention to the comments, because I wanted to see some more of these comments. Now he know the truth. There's no coming back to fix it. The symbol on his chest represents hatred. I think he had the Hindu Om sign
And
on his chest.
yeah.
Yeah. Now he knows he's gonna be the main event in the hellfire. I think that's what he's saying. Subhanallah. He thinks that just saying something makes it right. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Look who's talking. Jesus Christ. If he has taken his life, now he will surely meet the creator. When you hate the origin of all, you lose all. I wonder what he is experiencing in right now in hell. Scary. Can't even imagine what he must be going through right now. May Allah forgive all the Muslims. That's what happens. He will find out the truth now. Okay, so yeah, a lot of people are just celebrating the ending. That might have been someone's dua, like his death might have been someone's prayer to God for that to happen to him.
God.
Into the fire with, oh my God, look at this one. Look at this one with the fire emojis. Okay. Into the fire with him. So disgusting. Unbelievable.
Anyone who's ever gone through serious, let's say, self-deletion ideation would never wish that upon anyone. It's such horrific mental experience of hell when your psyche cannot find any other solution that goes against every single biological instinct we have. It's excruciating. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I wouldn't wish that on
All
anyone.
right.
Although, but Armin, I do remember you actually celebrating the death of someone, a Muslim specifically.
Wait, what? Really? Oh, Qasim
Yes.
Soleimani.
Oh, actually, can I make that two Muslims? No.
But
well, Qasim Soleimani.
that was for the sake of
Yeah.
for the sake of other people not being hurt.
Then the second one was Khanum Hussein Rizvi, the founder of the TLP party in Pakistan. The one, I mean, he's infamous. You know, he wanted to nuke France
Oh,
over Charlie Hebdo.
yeah, that is not celebrating necessarily. Okay, so that is mostly celebrating other people living because they are not around.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
know
what I
that
mean?
for you it comes from a consequentialist perspective.
Yeah, so if somebody dies and because of their death, less people are going to suffer and die, it's not necessarily their death that I'm celebrating, it's other people's life that I'm celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you guys think that's wrong, just tell me in the comment section. But I think you're wrong. I mean, it's consequentialism. Yeah, it makes complete sense. Do you know who makes the most amazing, gorgeous, and other adjectives that I can't use here on YouTube, blasphemous art ever? We do. And for some reason, we are giving it away for free. Download them now using the link in the description before we change our mind.